Hello children, today we are going to our last part of our lesson, plants. So activity 8 we go with carrying food material. Here take two small cuttings from a soft stemmed plant. Set them up like you did in activity 2. Wait for 2 to 3 hours and record your observations. This I said you already to do the activity you have done. So from that, what differences did you find between the stem of both the plants? Do red spots appear on the leaves or flowers of any of the plants? Take the stem of the plant which was kept in water with red ink and cut the small section transversely with a sharp blade. Take the help of your teacher for this. Put it on a slide. Observe it under a microscope. Do you observe any color portion? Now cut the stem into two halves vertically from top to bottom. Observe it. Do you see any colored portion? Here, when we cut transversely, we could see the colored ring-like structure that you see act as a tube that carries water and food material throughout the plant. The water absorbed by the root is carried through the stem to all parts of the plant. That you see in the image. In a leaf, each vein is made up of xylem and phloem, meant for transporting materials in plants. The same way in the stem also we have like this, the xylem, phloem. Transport of water and food in plants will occur like this. Xylem and phloem are found in vascular bundles. This is a vascular bundle completely. There are many vascular bundles in it. Okay, xylem and phloem are present in this vascular bundle. You could see here xylem vessels carry water and mineral salts from the root hairs to the leaves. You could see here violet color structure that the water is carrying through, that is a xylem. And here yellow color structure you have with the green dot. The phloem vessels carry manufactured food in a soluble form from the leaves to the various parts of the plant body including roots. So the stem will be carrying in this way. How can you next do you know? Some plants like potato, turmeric, garlic, ginger and sugarcane store food material in the stem, due to which the stem bulges in size. Generally we think that these are all tubers or roots, but actually they are modified stems. Stems are modified in this way, then store food material. How can you say that a potato is stem although it grows under the ground? Think it over. Actually stem will be growing down, children. This is underground stem growth, potato. Okay. Most plants around us have roots, leaves, stems and flowers. All parts of the plants carry out some functions essential for the whole plant. There are diverse forms of plants in nature, and plants adapt themselves to the different conditions in nature in different ways. For example, while stems usually support the plant body, in some plants they adapt and start storing food like a potato. And a flower is another important part in a plant. Flower has different colorful structures called petals. They attract insects for pollination and produce fruits. We grow plants for colorful flowers which gives beauty to nature. Okay, we will learn more about flower in the next classes. How it helps in reproduction, how it will be attracting insects for pollination. These all things we learn in higher classes. This ends our chapter. And one more thing, in the previous class I said regarding the paintings on dried leaves. In Warangal district, there is a traditional cottage industry where pictures of various traditional and mythological figures are drawn with bright colors on dried leaves. This artwork is famous throughout the world. You could see the images here. It's a Michael Jackson painted on this dried peepal leaf. And this a woman with a baby. Mona Lisa painting. These are the paintings drawn on leaves. This is about our chapter plants, that which completes today. Thank you, children.